In this video, I'll be demonstrating how to start the workflow surrounding reviews and how to get comments from self-assessors about the review itself. We start on the project screen, so we get there by clicking on projects, obviously, and we create a new project. I will call this the training project, which is a project for training. Now we can fill in the type. I'm going to choose waterfall. In later versions, this will be used to help decide which questionnaires will be chosen, but for the moment it's just for informational purposes. And then we can choose which questionnaire we want. We have two questionnaires currently online. Let's go for the basic waterfall questionnaire. The questionnaire is set up once for project and will come back every single review that you do. For which organization is this? Well, you only have one organization currently, the training organization, so we're going to be doing it for that organization, and then we have a project, and then we can see our project. Now we can see we have the usual set of icons here at the right side of the screen, and one new one which I'll explain in a minute. This is delete, which I'm not going to do, obviously. This is the update icon, and this is the view icon, which also allows you to update and delete. The fourth icon, this icon, and we'll just let it hover, you can see it says show reviews. This is actually what it says there, which is show reviews, and from the screen you can also create a new review. Now we've just created the training project, so we don't have any reviews for the training project, so I'm going to show you the first way of creating a review, which is by clicking on review. And as you'll see, we can give this a description, and we'll call this basic review for the training project. And I'll put in a comment for training purposes. This is for training purposes. And then we have a start date, an end date, and reminder date. The start date is the date at which the review should be started, and that's the date at which the reviewers are triggered to start giving input for the review. So you can make it today, or you can make it sometime in the future, and the review will start at the moment that date is defined. And then we have an end date. That is in fact the date at which all reviewers are expected to have completed their submissions. So I'm going to choose, I'm doing this on the 25th of October, so I'm going to choose a start date a few days ago. I'm going to do this to force the workflow to actually start it. End date, 27th of October. I'm going to put a bit further in the future. And then we have the reminder date. The reminder date is the date on which reviewers who have not actually input their review information will be sent a reminder. You really have a short time to input reviews. So I'm going to put that one day before the end date. You can put it, for example, after the end date, in which case there will never be a reminder sent. This little button allows you to choose whether reviewer input is anonymous or not. So if you choose anonymous reviewer input, that means that nobody can actually see who is given which input, and the review information remains totally anonymous. Here you can enter the reviewers, but actually I'm going to just create this, and we check everything's all right. Basic review training project starts 23 October, ends 29 October, reminder 28th. It's not yet started. This status changes as you go through the review. That's fine. So let's add some reviewers. And we have a single reviewer, a trainer, and we can choose which role he has: project manager, steering committee member, key user, developer, and we'll add him. There you go. So we've now added a trainer to the list. Now we only have actually one user in this particular example, but obviously you can add more users as reviewers in various roles as you go along, and you can add as many as you like. So let's update this, and we'll now go and view the review, and we see this is the review information. It's not started. Percent done is we don't know because it's not started, and we have one reviewer who is a trainer, and he's got the role of developer, and his status is he's not done anything yet. Now let's go back to projects. And basically now we're ready to start the review. What will happen is that when the workflow runs, it will automatically send off tasks for the reviewers to actually go and do the review. So in this case, a trainer will receive a task to do his review, and the process will move on from there. And that's the subject of another video.